Hi, I am Esa Holt. I write hard science fiction. My books explore a future where technology grows powerful enough to reshape space, redefine time, and influence life itself. When I began writing The Last Cedar, Creation, I started with one simple question. What happens when a civilization reaches the point where it can create life? Not discover life, not terraform a planet, but design entire biospheres from the molecular level upward. In science fiction, we often focus on expansion, faster travel, stronger technology, greater power, but I was less interested in power. I was more interested in responsibility. In creation, the Cedar civilization has mastered biology and planetary engineering. They no longer search for habitable worlds. They build them. They design atmospheres. They trigger extinction events. They simulate catastrophe to test resilience. Their models are precise. Their predictions are confident. Their doctrine is clear, optimized for strength and survival. But one observer, Erelon, begins to notice something unsettling. Across different seeded worlds, certain forms of life survive every catastrophe. They do not dominate. They are not optimized. They persist. And Erelon begins to see something troubling. The more the Cedars optimize a biosphere, the more fragile it becomes. Predictive models start to fail. Variables multiply. The system resists control. The question shifts. It is no longer, how do we create the strongest life? It becomes, do we understand life well enough to shape it? The Cedars believe they are neutral. They seed worlds, and then they watch. But if you initiate a biosphere, design its limits, and guide its evolution, can observation ever truly be neutral? Creation is not a story of collapse. It is the story of the first doubt inside a civilization that believed it understood life. If you are drawn to hard science fiction that explores big questions about life, power, and responsibility, then Creation, the first book of the Last Cedar trilogy, is the beginning of that journey, available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle editions. Watch for my next video where I will introduce Intervention, the second book of the Last Cedar trilogy. Thank you for joining me today.